guys, this is Love and Sparkles. We're at it again. I think my phone shut off. So, we are working on her chin. Her grand chin. We'll try to do like 1,200 stitches, which is a couple of hours. And I don't know, you may be getting a repeat story here because I thought I was on camera and then it was gone. So you might be getting an extra. But I was telling the story about when I tried to do my waxing myself. Don't ever go there unless it's just your chin or your eyebrow. But I decided I was going to go down to Hoo-Ha Land and wax myself. Well, and I thought, oh, I got this. And so I went down and I waxed everywhere. Waxed, both sides, down the strips real good. And then I put them strips paper down real good. And then I proceeded to, like a crazy woman, so, that one's that one. There we go. I proceeded to just yank. To just grab and yank. Not hold and yank, grab and yank. And I'm telling you, I had blood. I had tears. I was on the floor in fetal position. I thought I was going to die. Literally thought I was going to die. I have never cried so much. And I also had the knowledge that I had to do it on the other side because I had put wax down on both sides at the same time. So don't do that. I suggest you go to the real people. They probably make it not near as painful because that was bad. That was really bad. And the other news that I had, that I talked about in my first part of last time, was the electric company come out yesterday and they were like, ma'am, can we get up on your transformer and turn your power off? And I was looking up because I was asleep. They got me and my hair everywhere and it was a mess. But they're like, yeah, we got to turn your power off. And I was looking at them and they're like, oh, it's so we can start your internet up. We have to unhook it and hook something up there so that they can pull the wires out here for cable internet. And I just looked at him because I'm on satellite internet and I pay a buttload and I don't get really good stuff. So I was like, okay, you just made me the happiest woman. You can turn my power out for however long you need to. Just let me know when it's back on. And he was like, okay. He was just laughing. But I was just thinking, oh yes, real cable. Real cable. Okay, that one. That one. Okay, what have I done here? Put one somewhere that it didn't need to be. Those two did. I'll just put another one of that other one in here, which was what? I'm just doing a little fixing, guys. Hope it looks okay. I'm just going to add one there. And then go back to that one. Okay. You can tell when it's been a while since you've done it. Just gonna put all those other ones over there. And then the second happy news was my long-term disability company, because I paid for long-term insurance for a long time, called me, and they had taken it to the medical board, and it was approved, and so that I would be getting long-term insurance payments. And I was so stinking happy, because that's going to be how I survive until my disability goes through. So I will finally, in the middle of this month, have some kind of money coming in, because thank God I had a dad who could do it, but he's been loaning me about $1,000 a month to make it to the end of the month, and to be able, well, to even make the month. So I was so glad I had a dad that had money in the bank. Otherwise, I own my home and I own my car, but I'd have no utilities. I'd be out there doing the ungracious thing about filing bankruptcy is what I would be doing. And I'd rather not. Of course, a lot of the things that are on those are from when I was doing Color Street, and from when I was doing, when I first got divorced, because I had a little meltdown to where I bought everything under the sun. It was like, I don't know, I guess it was almost like a manic part of a bipolar. I don't know. It was awful. And now I got to go back and fix it all. Which is also no fun, because I'm slowly getting them paid down. Part of it was all the kits I have. Yes, I have tons of kits, but yes, I paid for them during that time. And then, it was just, an awful time. An awful time. Oh, I already got those. I just didn't mark those. Wonderful. Oh, I did them. Just didn't mark them. There. There. And now you can see how her face is coming out, and it shows you on your tablet what you've done. Getting back in the groove. It's been a while since I've touched this thing. But I'm going to try to get, let me see, down to at least here. And if I feel like going all night, I might sit with Mrs. Coffee and Ruby Q and do this part too. And then that way I'd be over here. Getting further along. Oh, it's 3771. Okay. For the girl who is asking, and I don't know if she follows me or not, of what 3771 looks like, I'll pull it up in a thing. I only need one of it. It is a very, very come on, focus. Very dark brown now. And as my poor brain learns all this new stuff, I've got a camera. I bought a camera. Have I ever used the camera? No. But I may buy a SD card for it and start using it. I bought a Canon DSL. I bought it. I used it for that Christmas after all that hell went down, and then never touched it again. So this summer I may learn to use the camera and start using it. I'm trying a new tripod that I can use when I'm sitting on the couch to try to be over the canvas. So I am going to get that. I played enough games that I got more money in. I was like, yay! That's pretty cool when you can play games to get money. I got enough to get one Elizabeth Ward pretty much decked out. I got 5 more of the bigger ones because it seems like you need 5 more of those. Oh, and I don't know what this one is. Maybe I do. Yeah, I do. I just didn't mark them. I'm going to put him right there, right up against it. Nope, one more over, right there. And then this one will go right there. There we go. And then this one will go in here. And this one goes right on the other set. Okay, I'll scratch that off, scratch those off, go back and get him. Oh, he's not. And I'll scratch him off. There, now we're where we should be. And let me tell you, this thing's got 238 symbols. It's crazy how they came up with enough symbols for 238 of them. And some of them, watch this, guys. Watch this. I am going to pull one stinking bead, place it, mark it, done with it. And I think that only has 179 left in the whole kit. Okay, now we'll get this one, 452. We're building the shadow underneath her face. And guys, you really, really, really need to go and check out Rose Prophet and Uniquely Yours Down Under next week on their lives, because they're releasing still 5 more artists. If you go down in my description, the first thing you'll see is my link tree. You pop that open, every link I have, including my discount code for Uniquely Yours, will be in there. So I do have a 10% discount code. Any proceeds I get go to my channel for purchasing new kits to show you. Okay, so it looks like this one goes here, because it was 2, and then 2, and then 1. Over here, and 2, see 1, go fill them in, 2, that's 2 2s, 2 and 2. Now I can only do 1. 1. And 2. Trying to fix what I did. I don't know what I did, but I gotta fix it. Okay, and then 1 there. Okay. So it's got 2 there. Two. And then okay. Found it. It was down here. So that is a 2. That is a 2. 2. 2. 1. That's a 2. Now it's a 1. There, fixed it. Yes, there. How's that look, guys? Finally figured it out. Yay. Okay, got all those done. Now we're back on the other side of her chin. Sorry I wasn't talking, but I was trying to fix. Right. My poor AC, my AC heater man was like, oh, it's like it's in backstock. I can't even get it. He said, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's not too hot in here. And he said, what do you mean hot? It was too cold before. And I said, yeah, but it's warmed up. And he was like, oh, okay. I said, don't worry. I got a little heater in one room and a little AC in one room. So I'll just flip back and forth as our crazy weather keeps doing crazy stuff. And he was like, I just didn't want you to freeze. I'm like, well, thank you for thinking of me. And I told him I understood, because as crazy as weather was right now, you know, it's so crazy that, I mean, not weather, but shipping, that, you know, it could be a while for his company that he buys from gets one. And that I totally understood. Only because I deal with the shipping issues. Okay. We're getting there, guys. Getting there. I actually woke up early this morning, came out here, made a cup of coffee, ate a bowl of cereal, and don't remember any of it. And woke up on the couch at 1. I guess I was hungry. Guess I was hungry. At least I didn't make a mess. In fact, I could probably use another cup of coffee. I love coffee. I'm sorry, I keep hitting that. The cord. Are y'all seeing that come along? I hope I'm staying out of your way enough. I hope. Sixes. How am I off? I'm off one whole row. I'll just fill it in with what's above it. We'll pull them down. I'm going to pull these down to match it and then fill in. I'll pull down 3. And just pull these down. This is not here. These go down to right there, to where that dark line is, and then I'll just kind of, it's when you kind of do your own regraphing, because you don't know where you got off one. CAWW. There's one of them. And there's another. Okay. So I've semi-adjusted that. Now let's fill those in with lighter colors. And then we'll go up to here. We'll go up to there. That one right there. So that's 2 above. And 2 above. One down here. I'm going to skip that one. And go over here. Start here. And here. Here, and take that out. All right, there. I'm going to go up here to this side. Put that one there. There, 2 at the top, one down, and one up. Okay, you can see what I was talking about when you get off. So I'm going to have to go in there and regraft some of that. Right in there. And we'll put those anchors in, that way I don't have to worry about where the anchors are. Three, 2, 2, 7. Oh, 3, 7, 2, 7. This one. Okay. I'll put these anchors in there so that they fill in those spaces. Okay, there's 1. And there. Okay. And then one up there. That's right there. Then go back and fix. 52. And then the other one looks like it's Then the other one is this one. Filling in by color, guys. And I don't like this in there. So I'm going to take that out. Because I just don't like it. Here. Don't like it. Don't want to give her a mole. I'm fixing to have to take this down and seal. And then when I get to the other half, I'll just do that. When I get right here, I'm going to take this down and roll it out real hard and seal it. And I use polyacrylic for my sealing. Because, of course, with these blanks, you don't know if these drills line up for them. And that's just a hit and miss guess. And it feels so good to know I'm back on track. That they are actually where they're supposed to be. Okay, there's supposed to be something in there. Okay, let me see. It's the anchor. Anchors away, my friend. Anchors away. I'm watching boat movies. Yep, boat movies. I almost watched Midway again. I love Midway. And then I watched a lot of boat movies that had aliens in them. Those were awesome. And I've been finding all these crazy things on YouTube. Just been YouTube watching kind of thing. Need 3 of this color. One, 2, and 3. And now an up arrow. 37, 43, is right here. Then I start getting into 820 and 939 again. So I'll be able to do a little bit of multi-placing, make it go a little faster. And a little piece of hair. And people, let me tell you, when you have your big mental brouhaha, and I say that in the kindest way, but when I had mine, I went crazy and I put purple and blue globs in my hair, and I have been trying to fix it ever since. And then, of course, you know, you can't afford to go to a hairstylist and pay hundreds of dollars for them to fix your hair because you totally screwed it up. But I think I've finally found a shade I can live with. And I'm a dark-haired person. I just went lighter because it was easier to hide the gray when it came back. But I'm okay with, you know, just spraying the strip till I get ready to do it. But yeah, and I was a true chestnut auburn, as you can see from the pictures of my daughter. She's copper penny red. My son's a rusty red, so red is in the family. Don't ask me where. According to my mother, my great-grandfather had red. My side, my dad, there ain't no red in it. It was all, he was 100% Italian, full-blooded. And I got, like, for a long time, I had eyebrows that went clean across my face. I had the unibrow, and I have the little strip that goes down the belly. You know, those have finally, with age, mellowed out. But yeah, definitely got the Italian attributes. I remember, and I used to have his temper too, but I've learned the hard way to control that damn thing after I broke my hand on my sister's face. It was like, yeah, that was painful and expensive. Did she deserve it? Yes. 120%. But I paid for it. That little heathen took every piece of clothing I owned, and I was like 18, 19, took every piece of clothing I owned, put it in the washing machine, and poured a gallon of bleach over it. And so my reaction was to punch her in the nose, which gave her a bloody nose, and I think I broke her nose. So her reaction to that was she crawled over to my shoes and proceeded to spit blood from her nose in it. So I had no shoes, I had no clothes, I had no nothing. At least the shoes I could wash. I was so mad. My mom didn't even know what that fight was about until, God, we were way older, because she was like, all I knew is all hell broke loose and y'all weren't stopping. I was like, nope. She goes, I would just shut the door and say, go ahead and kill each other, because she tried to break us up with a broom, and that wasn't happening. I was toast. I was beyond livid. I mean, I was done with the little heathen. And I packed up all my stuff and moved in with a girlfriend. I was like, nope. But I was some kind of upset. We have almost got her entire face done. It's supposed to be this one. Then this one. Okay. There we go. Ooh. So this is called a HAED. It's a heaven and earth design. You have to buy your own drills. You have to convert it into a blank canvas, which and it needs to be done in square, because if you do it in round, you have those little white. I gotta pull that to get all those down, but it has all those little white around the things, and you'll see them all. So the conversion is however many stitches that the pattern says it has times 2.54, and that will give you, okay, I already did that one. It'll give you what your size is going to be. Cues. So you would take, like, if it's 650 stitches times 2.54 or 0.254, and it'll tell you how many centimeters you need. And if you go to the Heaven and Earth Facebook group page, they have all the formulas in there. And then you just go to Smiths and Beads, Cooper Diamonds, Jadams. I like Jadkins because she'll give you actual resin diamonds. And then you start working it. And it will be big. Because whatever big it is in cross stitch is 10 times bigger in Big World. I have been working on this now for a year and 3 months, but I only do it in spurts because you got to do a lot of thinking with it. A lot of thinking. Try to get the rest of her face in here. Right there. Eight 19. And I mean, you literally do. You work so many. One here, two there, one there. But I think that's what gives it its beauty. in its detail. Q, drop down 1, and Q, drop down 1 to the side, and drop down right there. That gets rid of all that color. And I have done 206 stitches. Well, stitches, but drills. And then I'm going to go over here and get the T's, or J's, I guess. Those are 23. Pretty color. And let me see. They are right here. Building her chin, guys. Building her chin. And as a shout out for all my friends and what they do, I have Christopher Colossus. You can go check out his channel. I have Creative Chris. You can go check out his channel. I have JTMJ Crafts. That's Jeremy. You can check out his channel. I think that's all of them over here. Now we'll go over here. Now we'll go up 1, up 1, and I've started watching Derek with Diamonds, and I watch, these are just some of my regulars. I watch Nyx's Dark Sky. Love Nyx's Dark Sky. She is on, let's see, what? And that. Okay. She is on every Saturday night from 11 Eastern Time to whenever she ends. So if you can't sleep, go hang out with her. Then Angie's Adventures. And you can just sometimes just start searching for the first part of their name and they'll pop up. If you ever catch any of my lives, I'm gonna let them pop in and put their channel links. And I just hold lives at sporadic times. I haven't got a definite time because I don't know what's really the best yet. I haven't found the best. When I find the best, then I'll stick with it. Oh, that is so pretty. I just love her face to pieces. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. So absolute gorgeous. 18. These soft pinks. Soft pinks. Let's see. see what we got down here. Da, 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 da. 30 per day. That's a light purple, so we're going to go straight into some purples. I think we go into the Aurora Borealis underneath their neck. They have 3 of them in there. Okay. Right there. Right there. And right there. And guys, when I get right here, it's a beautiful blue flower. Beautiful. $4.15. And I only need 1. A lot of this 1 stuff. 1. Where's it at? Now I gotta figure out what is it missing right there. Oh, that's the end. Okay, I haven't been there. Check mark. 1. Real pretty baby blue. One little itty bitty baby blue one. Makes you wonder how they chart these colors. I can't imagine sitting there for hours going, what color do I want to put there? Ooh. This is a pink because it's got 2 colors in here. So I'll pick that one. No, actually, that's more of the lavender. I'll pick more of the pink because of in her face. Put you back in there. Yep, I'm going to take the pink one. If you have different dye lots, then you can just kind of pick what color you need for whatever. Which is kind of what I did right there. Now in 3024. 3024. And I only got 2 of those. And I will tell you, when you do a large, it didn't go there. That's where my end goes. I'll pull you down, put you here, and move this one over. No. This one out. That's supposed to be in. Put that one back in there. And then, where you at? Get one I can get out of the lid. And put you right there. Okay, now to find where that was. Is it this one? Yes, it was this one. I don't know what I did. Oh, that's what I did. That's where that went. And you can tell when a color doesn't fit because it just doesn't look right. Okay. Do a little U, 3860. Okay, guys, how's it going in your world? I hope it is going great. Mine is actually looking up. Looking up. Still on my journey to losing weight. I think I've lost a pound. But a pound is a pound. Glad for a pound. I want to lose a total of 15. And those last ones are the hard ones. But I've done really well with not gaining too much. I only gained about 15, 20. And that was with being stuck to where I could not do anything except sit around and eat. And so it's like, what do you expect to happen if all you do is sit around and eat? You expect to gain weight. And I would try not to snack, but you know how that goes. And it's so funny when people say, there's just not enough drills in this painting. And, you know, they're showing you like a handful. I've had some in this painting that there was only 10. But it's a matter of where they go as to how much they bring out the detail. That was one of them one pack colors. $9.45. Right over there by $9.50. This one we'll pull out 2. And they will go right here. You can see it starting to develop. And I think the one above it is going to be a black or a 414, which is really dark. Oh, no, it's 7, which is a light gray. page. $9.51. At least I know where those are. Some colors I just know where they're at. And this must be going into her chest, because it's skin tones again. And my dogs are nice and happy. I have my son's boys this weekend, the 15-year-old and the 7-year-old. And they're pretty much, you just give them the PlayStation and they're good. And if I'm not watching anything, I'll give one PlayStation and one the Xbox One and call it good. That way there's no fighting. One can be on one and one can be on the other. And they're all nice and happy. And I have begun to start work with KindMaster. It is kind of a definite learning feat. I did start a Patreon page, and for the second level you will get your name put on at the end of the videos, so you'll get, you know, not just a one-time shout out, but you'll get where you're on there. Now the goodies, I don't know what the goodies will be, but I'll make them. I'll come up with something. I've been thinking. Thinking. So I will come up with something. What was in there? Can't get it out. I just have to know it don't go there. Okay, this is for, which is dark. There's only one. Since this is a cross-stitch kit, it has like the fours are substitutes, and there are thicker threads. So I actually had to go online and figure out what the substitutes were. It's that one right there. And find out what the subs were and sub them in, and yeah. Okay. See what this one is, 28. And then I made sure I wrote them down so that as their bottles got lower, I know what to replace them with. Because you are using a cross-stitch pattern. And then with that cross-stitch pattern, you are changing it up. Pull out my little one. And he goes one, two, he goes right there. And I'm not going to try to figure out those down there until I get there. That's how I end up getting off. That is how you end up getting off. Our weather, it's the South. Today is in the 50s. Yesterday was in the 70s. This weekend it's going to be up in the high 70s, and then it goes back to storming. And so it's like, all right, have you figured out what you're going to do yet? Of course, the weather says, no, Em, we have not. And the storms freak out a couple of my dogs so bad, I think they try to become one with me, because they are like, they couldn't get any closer if they tried. I mean, if they had actually tried. And they'll go get, the safest place they know is my bed, so they'll go get in there and they'll get up under the covers, and you see them all hibernating under the covers. Every once in a while you'll see a nose sticking out. They're like, save me. They hate them. And what's so funny is my dad's dogs even come over to my house and are like, save me. His outside dog, because I'll let her in. And his inside dog will actually come over here and do the save me number. Because he don't like pets in his house except for the old one. He'll let her in. Because that's the one they had, my mom had. And so it reminds me of him and Mom. But otherwise, it's like, go out there, doggy. You out there, doggy. And I feel so sorry for him. It's like, come on in here, little baby. Come on, baby. The baby will come crawling in. She checks out. She reminds me of Little Red Riding, no, Goldilocks. She'll come in and she'll check out all the beds. I mean, she'll go from bed to bed to bed. So she checks out all the beds, and she finds the one she likes the most, and she lays in it. And then when she's tired of it, she'll get up and go get another one, but she'll try out all their beds. I thought it was kind of comical. And my dogs just come up, sniff her, and we're like, okay, fine, it's you. You know, because they know she's the outside dog over there. They're like, okay, you're visiting, bye. Oh, I'm finally getting to the multi-placing part. Yes. And then I'm going to get up and make a cup of coffee. Okay. What now? We'll do this one. Got the 792. Heard that? I just got to pour out a whole slew of them all at once. And I can honestly say that if I had not spent so much money on that, I might have canned it, but I spent so much. When you buy them piecemeal like this, it is so much more expensive than if you just buy a kit. I mean, this thing's total is almost 300,000 beads, is what the total beads in it is. So, I mean, think of that. And I almost have had done 100,000, so I'm almost halfway. And then me and my dad are going to try to build a frame for it. It's just bars that I can wrap it around. Do a wraparound frame. And then once I get all the polyacrylic on it, I may actually put polyurethane on it too, just to make it stand up over time. Because these are not the shiniest of drills anyway. I think the most shiny drills I've ever worked with have been Diamond Dots. I can sit in the bathtub and look at that picture and it just shines like nobody's business. And then of course the dog on the toilet, he's kind of dull, but he's still cute because he looks like my dog. It's the only reason I got it. But it's a 30 by 40, so it's so small, and that was when I first started, that you can hardly read the paper. I mean, you can sort of make out what it says, but not really. That was before I knew size does matter. Yes, you heard it from me. Size does matter. Especially in diamond painting, because otherwise you're not going to get what you're wanting, because you're wanting all that detail that you saw and you're not going to get it. And then you're going to be all upset. So if you want all that detail, you got to go for the size. And just make a frame of some sort, you know, get creative, watch some creators, watch some Pinterest, watch a little bit of everything, and you'll figure out some different creative ways. There we go, and now I'm down to where I can do that 158 and not get lost. Go back for 158. That took us over 300, guys. Okay, and then we'll do one here, two here. And see, this one's easier to work on when it's daylight. When it's daylight, this is much easier to work on. Here, go one over, down two. There we go, done with that color. Do a little bit more, then I'm going to take me a coffee break. 160. Got two of these. Have any of y'all ever watched Rachel Ray and her husband with the Weird and Wacky? Those are actually kind of interesting. Those are interesting. Right now they're doing skinwalkers. For a while there they did adult alien abduction. I mean, they're interesting. They are really, really interesting. It's like, who knew? Who knew? Once I get these other little, like one here, one there, then I can start doing the big groupings. I'm almost to the point, I think when I get my money in the middle of this month, since I'll have extra, I may go down and get me a post office box, and then that way if anyone wants to send anything or whatever, I will have a box. You know, that I can check every week, every couple of weeks. And when you do send something, just let me know so I know to go check the box. Otherwise, I won't know to check the box. But with nothing coming in, and they were like, yeah, it'd be $50 plus so much tax. I was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, not happening, no. And I've also thought about why I'm in for other people who are creators. They might want to think about this too. A lot of times people ask me, well, what do you do? And I tell them I do YouTube. And they're like, oh, well, what channel? And you try to tell them, and then they can't keep their focus long enough to get it. So I have actually thought about, I have some old customer cards, and so I thought about making some of those and just have my YouTube name and, you know, all my other socials on it, so that when they ask, you can say here, you know, it's on here. And just that way you're handing them a pre-printed YouTube address. And I have thought about that because I got a bunch of those from when I was doing Color Street. And that would give me something to do to get rid of them. How's it looking, guys? Looking good? And that's the other thing, when you use so many different companies' drills. Like some of these are from Diamond Drill USA, some of these are from Cooper, one color's from China. It's like a mixed bag. And let me tell you, mixed bag gives you bad results. I wouldn't recommend doing that again either. Find one that fills your needs and use it. And Jenny said that at Uniquely Yours Down Under with Rose Profit, that they do HAEDs now. So you could just give them your HAED, and they have wonderful drills or wonderful canvases. If something's gone wrong, you contact the company and they fix it. So I think in the future, the ones I get done, I'll have her do. What's that? It's like Starburst. Lordy. Maybe I'll do the 820, because that way I can get a lot of this knocked out. Okay. A lot of it knocked out. And I know we got another thing at 820 sitting up here. Did have. I think that was that mixed one. Oh, I guess I used it. So I have to pull them out of the bag of magum. The bag of magum. But I can do, let's see, 3 down, 1 up. And, oh no, that was this 1 up. This one's 3 down, so I gotta pull all those up. I made sun tea, everyone, for the first time. I don't know how long, where you stick your tea bags and go stick it out in the sun. It was so nice. It was awesome. Wasn't too strong, wasn't too bitter. I was actually able to do it and just not even put sugar in it. And 1. And 1. And I'm doing this long one because I have one person that absolutely loves long ones because she sits and works listening. So this is for you, Carolyn, or Carol Morse. This is just for you. Others, you know, you can pause it, stop it, start it, whatever you want. I saw the cutest gecko. It was a little gecko picture. And it says, I'm having a licky happy day. And he's like walking around, eating food. It was so cute. I can see why Jeremy loves his little fellers. That's that. That. There it goes up there. And down. So I can definitely see why he just loves his little critters. And animals will give you more love and affection than you could ever shake a stick at. You know, people, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what is with people. I'm thinking about taking myself to see Morpheus. Don't need a dadgum date. I'll just take myself. Because someone had asked me if I wanted to go see a movie. I said, yeah. Gave them that movie. The next thing I know, they're like, oh, I need to work on myself, which I'm thankful. You know, he's smart enough to know he needs to work on himself, not to try to get involved with anyone. But why even ask? You know, why even ask? You know when you're not ready. I'm just now maybe becoming ready. I mean, I may not be ready myself. Because it is so hard to put yourself out there. Especially when you got things you got to fix. And I know I still have. I would just like to have someone I could go fishing with and, you know, go to a movie with every now and then. But I can go to movies by myself. I don't mind that. Fishing, I'm a little leery of being out at the river by myself. I guess if I carried my pistol, I'd be all right. But I don't like, you know, because then they see you carrying, they come harass you. even though this is an open carry state. So as long as it's seen, if they still come bug you, then it's their problem. Which I was glad when they instituted that. You know, because people were taking advantage of having to get concealed. Because I did have it concealed. And it's like, yeah, you have to pay this much and do this and do this and do this. And it's like, for real? You're kind of taking advantage. Now I'll just carry the thing. And be like, yeah, Mama's got a gun. Go away. Yes, we do have a lot of those, you know, because we're only 50 miles from Little Rock, which is like one of the top crime cities in the country. It's like in the top 10 or some stinky crap. There's a couple movies next month I want to see. I want to see Doctor Strangeverse. And I want to see Doctor Strangeverse. What did I do? I got those three. Okay, and then that one. That one as well. Oh no, because that's it. Okay. So those are all good. But Doctor Strange first, and I want to see Maverick. Been wanting to see Maverick since before the V ever bopped its nasty head, because it was supposed to come out that summer. And it got put off, 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 and it got put off. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I don't care if I have to drag myself there by myself. That one's happening. That one is a happening. No, I just stuck that in there and it didn't need to be in there. Okay, that one is... Okay. So we got right there. I hate these double-sided because they just will not slide where you want them to. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. It has been an hour and 30 minutes. I think I'm going to stop here and go get me a cup of coffee. On your way out, please hit the like. We will be back. I'll come back with another hour maybe later. Finish this up right here. So y'all have a great morning. Take care of each other. Much happiness. Be happy. Find it. Look for it. And love you guys. Take care. See if I can do this. Yay, I got a heart. Okay. And I will see y'all later. I'll come back with the other half of Write This later today. Bye-bye.
Click here to subscribe.